The others giving standing ovations. Meanwhile, Philadelphia, Hugh Douglas is coming into his own. In a bad loss, he played great last week. And how about this week?
Well, great outside move, did the arm over with the left arm. This is his third sack of the day, so Hugh Douglas having an outstanding day and an outstanding season thus far for the Eagles.
The Packers-Eagles are not supposed to be 3-3 in the fourth quarter at Lambeau. Brett Favre overthrowing Donald Duke and the driver, picked off by Troy Vincent. Next pass for Favre, the next time they had the ball. Looking for Bill Schrader. It's out of his hands, right into Damon Moore's hand. 3 picks against Brett Favre. But it's 3-3 with 4 minutes to go. The good thing about this highlight is we pick it up with 4 minutes to go, tied at 3-3. Levin's off tackle for 8 yards. Dorsey playing for the first time this year. Favre to Tyrone Davis for 18 yards. Then on 2nd and 9 from the 48, Ahman Green. Now he has some jets. When he holds onto the ball, he's a dangerous player. That's a very pretty run after catch for 16 yards, and that's Ryan Longwell hoping to have a chance. Favre. Now here's something that sounds familiar. Favre to Antonio Freeman, 12 yards. Brett 4 for 4 on this drive for 59 yards. And Ryan Longwell has a chance with a 38-yard field goal to win it. Now, I mean, this is not exactly Don Chandler kicking in overtime against the Colts in the playoffs. This isn't exactly star behind Jerry Kramer and Ken Bowman. But yet, it is a field goal, and the Packers win the game. Field goal good.
Testaverde hit. Is it ruled a fumble? No. Incomplete pass. His arm was going forward. Anthony Pleasant and Richard. 13 yards for Falk. That was his first carry of the season. This is Mark Edwards plowing. Redmond behind Bledsoe. It's Redmond. To the 20 and inside the 15. What a hole. And the Patriots settled for the 3. Bledsoe fakes the screen, going long for Brown, intercepted. It's Aaron Glenn, and he's tackled at the 2-3 yard line. He said, boy, did I learn to listen. From his own end zone, the handoff, and Martin back. On first down, play action by Testaverde. He wants to go deep, and he finds Corbett open at the 45. And he's to the 50, and Testaverde. More yards in this drive than combined in the first half. The others. Wide open is Anthony Beck, the tight end, and he has a first. And right down the middle. Edwards. Fumble. And the Jets,
well, it looked like it hopped right to somebody in a Patriot uniform. Everybody from New York seems to think they have it.
They do. Testaverde rolling and looking. Only 3 players, first 6 years, have rushed for 1,000 yards. Testaverde, great fake, wide open. Beck, the tight end, and he has a first. The 8. Martin, touchdown, New York.
Now the Patriot defenders that time didn't heed Bryant.
And he's going long this time for Brown. He stayed in bounds all the way to the 10-yard line.
Who was short, clogging the way.
37 from the 9. Bledsoe intercepted in the end zone by Ferrier. The linebacker Ferrier out to the 20. Bledsoe can't get him, and finally tackled at the 43-yard line by Joe Andruzzi. Now a big play for the Patriots. Bledsoe gonna run it. Needs 10 yards. Oh, does he hit? Oh my.
And the ball, they're going to actually, it looks like they're going to rule that a fumble.
Bledsoe, a final chance in the last 2 minutes. The pass is batted down at the line.
Drew Bledsoe is on the sideline.
Tom Brady, the second-year quarterback from the University of Michigan, who threw only 3 passes in his rookie year last year, 1 for 3, a 6-yard completion, and this is his first duty of 2001. So apparently Bledsoe knocked around a little more than it appeared, and Brady in charge against 5 defensive backs.
Well, I think anybody could tell by looking at Bledsoe on the ground that he was hurt.
Underneath, complete, but just short yardage to Patrick pass.
Who's got to go downfield. You got to think he's got to look for David Patton somewhere along the line.
Brady underneath to Brown, and again, they'll give the underneath. Trying to get no, didn't go. Patton supposed to get out of bounds and didn't. From the 50-yard line, Brady. Complete.
There you go.
And inside the 30, but the clock continues to run. David Patton with the catch. Victor Green the tackle. Now he'll crank it up and throw it into the end zone. Incomplete down at the 2-yard line. And that's it. Herman Edwards has his first National Football League win as a head coach of the Jets. Hard fought.
Yards for the season, but Drew had one of those games. Ball tipped into the hands of Darren Sharper. How many big plays have we seen him make? Although he left the game with a sprained right knee on the play.
Yeah, and, you know, I've talked often about those 2 passes that Drew tends to throw. A lot of times they're down in the red zone when you have a chance to score points.
Well, here's another one. This is at the midfield stripe. Niall Diggs makes the pick on Bledsoe. It's just a 3-0 game. I mean, let's face it, the win was brutal, although both teams are used to these conditions. Bills 3 turnovers first half. Look at Antoine Winfield lay the lumber to Terry Glenn. They were teammates at Ohio State.
Yeah, and Glenn takes that hit on the sideline. I don't know exactly why he's waving. Maybe he thought he got his feet down.
Now, you figure it's Christmas week. It's a holiday. Well, not for Drew Bledsoe because he saw Bonnie Holiday all day long. And that backed him up. And then, oh, those Bills special teams. How many years can we say it? I don't know what to say. Mike Hollis missed a field goal. Tom, who would have thought at the end of the third quarter was 3-0 in a game between Green Bay and Buffalo? Bledsoe, peerless trace. Oh, he just dropped it. And Buffalo's going to punt in a 3-0 game in the fourth quarter. And here's Bonnie Holiday again.
Yeah, Bonnie Holiday, a great day today. Bonnie Holiday sacking Drew Bledsoe, and then here he comes again, stripping Bledsoe of the football. Jamal Reynolds going to make the recovery for the Packers. Bonnie Holiday, 5 sacks on the day.
5 sacks. Meanwhile, in a 3-0 game, fourth quarter, Amon Green breaks it loose for 28 yards. But then the big play of the game. 2 plays later, Favre going to dump it to Green, and you watch it. Does he catch it? No. It looks like a fumble. And it's scooped up by Nate Clements. He could go. Oh, but wait a minute. Oh, they call it incomplete. So you can't even review it. Greg Williams and Seth. Tom.
We live with the referee's call. When we saw it live the first time, it looked like a fumble.
And so Brett Favre goes right to work to Donald Duke and the driver. It's a touchdown, 10-0. That is Buffalo. It was a forward lateral. Brett Hull was in the crease. They always get the short end of the stick. Meanwhile, it's a holiday. Is that the Hollies? I have to look that up. At any rate, Bonnie Holiday, that's his 5th sack. And the Packers, hey, they're 12-3. They could still be. But look at this. It's like old-time football, Tom, for Bill Cowher Steelers and Herm Edwards Jets. Jerome Bettis passing Franco Harris for 8th all-time on the rushing list. Congratulations to Bus wearing snow tires today before he got hurt later on. But the running star was Pittsburgh native Curtis, my favorite Martin. He's over 1,000 yards now for his first 9 seasons in the NFL. Only Barry Sanders has done that, and the teammates rushed on the field to congratulate him. Tom, it looks like a CFL game. Alouettes and Eskimos. 25 yards deep, right?
You need about 30 more yards of end zone, eh?
Yeah, they should have gone for the Rouge there, Tom, eh? Meanwhile, a couple of field goals, Doug Bryant, and then dancing through the snow in a 1-horse open sleigh. Down that field he goes, laughing all the way. 56 yards for Martin, who had 174 on the day. Move past John Riggins for 11th on the all-time list. And it wasn't pretty. And on this day, how could it be? The Jets beat the Steelers 6-0.
Yeah.
And with the score set, Josh Tears of McCown loses the ball as he did all day. Ed Jasper, the friendly ghost, falls on it for Atlanta. McCown, that's his 2nd fumble. So in the third quarter, it's a 6-0 Atlanta lead. Vic, play fake, Calvin Pace pacing himself nicely. And the fumble, Vic gives the ball right back. Still 6-0 in this game, Tom, in the fourth quarter. So Arizona has a chance. Tears of McCown. Brady Smith, who had the touchdown last week, forces another fumble.
Yeah, Brady Smith's circle coming from the backside, doesn't get touched, and you as a quarterback Boy, you got to know that clock in your head, the time's running out, get rid of the football, and again, ball out.
So in the red zone, another turnover. Off the turnover, Vic, and guess what? It's Arizona. Says, wait a minute, we want to win this thing. Adrian Wilson with a pick, and so defense gives Arizona another chance. Now, McCown on the sideline, and Sean King, the former Tampa Bay Buck, in at quarterback. 3rd and 3 at the 47. King, oh man, drilled by Patrick Kearney. Okay, now with the score 6-3 with 2.5 to go. Here they go, the end around to Carl the Truth Williams. First down, but it's a fumble. Oh man, Arizona's fumbled 4 times. Next drive, just before the 2-minute warning, Vic. And this is what he can do, Tom. And then, whoop! And then look at the speed, gets a block right there. And what? Goes back toward the middle. It's over the 40, and then, well, he runs them out of any serious danger. 58-yard run. It's not the most scintillating victory in Atlanta Falcon history. Up 3-0 for the first time in a long, long while, 86. And Atlanta beats Arizona 6-3, despite the fact that Arizona sacked Vic 5 straight times. Brooke Bollinger, a 6th-round pick a few years ago from Wisconsin against the Baltimore Ravens. He trips over Curtis Martin. It's a 6-0 game. But Jamal Lewis fumbles the Jets' best chance on defense. It's a fumble. And Victor Hobson picks it up. And he could go all the way. They're going to stall. He's tackled at the 1. Surely, though, from the 1, the Jets can get in. 1st and goal, it's Curtis Martin. No game. 2nd goal. Brooks Bollinger rolls out. He's got wheels, and they lose 2 yards. Now, 3rd and goal from the 3. Martin, no.
Remember I told you I had concerns about the offensive line, their ability to run ball. Outstanding defense, but yeah, you got to get it in from the 1, Boom.
They did get a field goal there. The Jets defense tried it, but this is Lewis with a touchdown of 71 yards, and the Ravens over Herm Edwards. I mean, what are they going to do? Will we see Vinny next week against Tampa Bay? You just might. 5-3. That'll be about the score of this one. And you know what? We weren't off by much. Brian Billick and the Ravens watching as Thomas Jones gets a huge hole. 14-yard run. Could they run against the Ravens defense?
Well, you look at the offensive line. We take a look at the replay. He cuts it backside, but look at the hole that's created on the backside. That's great blocking by the Bears offensive line.
So if you run some, then you can do a little play action, which the rookie Kyle Orton sells. Mark Edwards, touchdown. Hey, the Bears lead 7-0 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, and as you watch this play develop, Terrell Suggs is going to be coming off the edge. Now, somebody has responsibility. I'm not going to guess. Looks like the inside backer trying to get all the way to this outside play in the flat, and you're not going to get there. That's Ray Lewis and company focused too much on the run and the play fake.
7-3, Anthony Wright fumbles the ball. He falls on it. He might have been in right day, but he might have been wrong time. And so they have to go for a field goal. Matt Smokey Stover with a field goal, but boy, they had a chance to take the lead. Instead, it's 7-6 Bears. Over 3 minutes to go. It's 10-6. Tank Johnson sacks Wright for the 2nd time of the game. 4 sacks Chicago today. That was a loss of 9. Bears. Jones with a handoff. Woo! And look at him go. And this was the one that salted the game with under 3 minutes to go. Jones, 25 carries, 139 yards. So, Benson came in for a couple of carries. In the meantime, Thomas Jones has done well, and Chicago wins 10-6. A little more than the White Sox are scoring. Chicago Bears mean business on defense. Ask Jake Daylight come, and you got the Delhomme. Did Nathan Vasher have a nice 8 days, 108 yards last week with the return of the missed field goal? Vasher, what's the matter with him?
This one about 60 yards short of the one he had last week.
And he returns it to the 8-yard line, the second-year pro. And Kyle Orton, there's one drive again. Here he is to former Panther Muhsin Muhammad. And Chicago leads right out of the gates. 3 minutes in, 7-0. Delhomme looking again. Who's he going to find? Vasher. Ball under throw. On Vasher. On Dancer. On Donnan. On Blitzen. It is the season to be happy if you're Nathan Vasher.
80 yards short of the one he had last week.
It set up a Bears field goal. Now they lead another Gould field goal, 13-0. Alex Brown led a ferocious rush. Alex Brown and Adelia Ogunleye led a great rush by the front wall of Chicago. There was a sack. Brown, and even though Steve Smith caught one of this play, 14 for 169, it was the pass rush that held the Panthers in check. Here's Brown again, number 96. Goodbye. Daylight coming. It was time to go home. And then Ogunleye, the one-time Pro Bowler from Miami, that quick pass rushing type that Lovie Smith likes so well. Tommy, they rotate guys in and off of the front line. Brian Urlacher happy. You saw Lovie Smith. The Chicago Bears. The Bears are winners 13-3. They're 7-3. They stop being.
Side left, here's the snap, he's back, steps up in the pocket, throws he out, it's caught in Jacksonville territory by Cedric Wilson, and he gets a first down near the 35-yard line.
The pass is ruled incomplete, fourth down.
Blitz, back is Leftwich, they get him, they sack him across midfield. That is Larry Foote, the fifth-year linebacker out of Michigan with a big sack. That's his first of the season. 3rd and 15. Shotgun for Byron. He's back. The blitz. He fires a pass, and it's tipped into the air and intercepted. Tipped into the air by James Farrier and intercepted by the Steelers right in front of the Steelers bench across the way. And it was Clark Higgins who came down with it. Shotgun. Leftwich back. 4 seconds to go. He's going to air it out. Here's the Hail Mary. It's up. It's arching down in the end zone, and it is juggled and dropped in the end zone. A Jacksonville Jaguar. Matt Jones had 2 hands on it, and then Tyrone Carter batted it away, incomplete on the final play of the half. You talk about a heavyweight fight. They have battled for 30 minutes, and we still don't have a decision. That's the end of the first half. With a score, Pittsburgh nothing, Jacksonville nothing.
Here's a 31-yard field goal attempt from Josh Scobie. It was 1 of 2 a week ago to put the Jaguars on the board. The snap, the placement by Hansen, the kick up on the way, and Scobie drills it. And the Jaguars score first. They lead 3-0 over the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one will be from 32.
You got to kick it. That's a good decision.
Yep, it sure is. From the hold of Hansen, right to left. The snap, the placement, the kick up on the way, and he got it. 6-0 the Jaguars lead with 6:15 to play here at Old Tell Stadium. Then with 18 seconds, plenty of time on the play clock. Sends Nate Washington to the left side of the formation. Deion Grant gives chase. Here comes pressure. Roethlisberger turns and throws. It's intercepted! Rasheed Mathis has got it. Going back the other way at the 40, the 35, and out of bounds at the 30-yard line. He did it again.
He read it beautifully. He came underneath of wide receiver Santonio Holmes.
This from 42 to give the Jaguars a 9-0 lead. The snap, the placement, the kick from Scobie up on the way. He got it! And the Jaguars lead 9-0. Tight end left, 3 wide. Roethlisberger, 3rd and 8 at his own 11. Jaguars bring in the house. And pressure comes, and here's the throw. And it's picked off. Mathis, 20, 15, 10, 5. Did he get to the end zone?
No,
he got to the 1.
25 of Miami. And Ben gets out of the way, intercepted, and who else but Joey Porter takes it away, and right in front of the Steelers sideline. Pressure comes from the Dolphins. They got to Roethlisberger as he was passing, Ben able to slide on it back at the 49. Dolphins 3rd and 5 with Ricky Williams running left, lost the football. Pittsburgh has recovered, penalty marker down.
Them would dispel all the terrible jokes that have been said about him. The second misconception.
Allen Rossum on the punt return. Michelle, hang on a second. Rossum breaks free into the clear with the punter to beat. Dekes him right. They have cost them first downs. So on 3rd down, Roethlisberger trying to escape but cannot. Quinton in short motion. Steelers bring 5. Bring Beck down. Larry Foote and James Farrier, the inside backers, meet healthy running back for Miami. Beck, sack. And that's going to be part of the problem as well as this punch. Brandon Fields struggled earlier, got the wet ball away. Allen Rossum going to let go. And it looks like it's on a tee.
Boy.
If you tee the ball up, you couldn't put it any better.
You can go for the pin today.
No good.
2 receiver out once again.
Back hit, ball out. recovered by Pittsburgh. Aaron Smith. I feel like I'm a broadcaster for soccer. Roethlisberger out of the pocket, chased down, brought down by Vonnie Holiday. 2nd and 8. Fans booed the run. Roethlisberger a throw, and it is caught by Hines Ward. Red zone alert. Roethlisberger swings it out. It is caught by Willie Reed. His 4th catch of the year is a first down. Snap good, hold good, kick good.
Eureka!
No timeouts, but Ted Ginn on the return.
First quarter, Sean Hill throws one to Isaac Bruce. Guys, that is a 14-play drive to open the game.
This post corner in the red zone by Isaac Bruce.
Took up half the first quarter. 7-0 San Francisco. Trent Edwards, after a 54-point game last week in Kansas City, struggled mightily on the day. Flips that one out of bounds on a 17-play drive that stalls, so KG Dick Duran needs a field goal out of Ryan Lindell. It's a chip shot.
That's what you do.
It's a layup.
What you to do.
17-play drive. No points.
All you do is kick all day.
Joe Nedney kicked the field goal to put the Niners up 10-0 at the half. Third quarter, Trent Edwards sat with a groin injury. Here comes J.P. Lossman. And Lossman does what any Bills quarterback should do, and that's hand it to this guy.
Yeah, this is the guy you got to. This is your bread and butter now.
Marshawn Lynch, 50 of his 134 yards on the day, led to a Ryan Lindell field goal, 10-3. Fourth quarter now. J.P. Lossman, 4th and 2. Duran decides to go for it, and that's a problem.
You got to get rid of the ball. 4th and 2. You got to be aware of the environment of the pass rush. Get rid of the ball.
Next Bills drive. It's 10-3 still. 4th and 2. Decide to kick it now. Ryan Lindell from 40. Oh, my goodness.
Hey!
Same upright, isn't it?
That left upright was busy.
My gosh. And the Niners are the first West Coast team to win on the Eastern time zone in 2008, and they knocked the Bills to 6-6 on the periphery, if you will. The Buffalo Bills went against the wind the entire first quarter. Didn't throw it once. First play with the wind in their backs, throwing it. There you go. Trent Edwards to Lee Evans. New England's up 3-0. Here's a game tire from Ryan Lindell. Oh, boy. That's with the wind.
Yeah, but I like his intention.
Oh, it was cold for the KG Dick Duran. Against the wind, Bill Belichick going for it on 4th and 5 this far away. Why not? Matt Castle going to pick it up himself.
This is what Tom Brady can't give you. Although Tom is great at it. Sometimes you don't have to, but Matt Castle can run.
13th play of the drive, Stephen Gostkowski in for his 26-yard attempt. So they have to, I'm not kidding you, straighten out the goalposts first.
I'd like to have that job.
And they should have left the goalposts the way it was because it was wide right.
Yo,
that looked good.
They had good intentions.
That looked good, though.
Oh, my goodness. 22 seconds left in the half. Buffalo set up for a game-tying field goal, but they're out of timeouts, and they run Fred Jackson. That's Duke Preston, the center, getting involved in some sort of scrum.
Get back and line up. Get lined up.
Now, Fred Jackson's running off with the ball, but the head of the ball was set into play if only this scrum would break up, and Duke Preston was right in the middle of it, and the refs weren't going to blow a whistle.
And the clock runs out.
To give Buffalo a chance to set up, so Gene Steratore says, we're out of here.
You never let your emotions get the best of you.
So they can't tie the game with the wind at their backs in the third quarter. Something else was at Trent Edwards' back. His name was Jarvis Green. Fumble. Mike Vrabel recovers. 4th and 2 at the wind at their face. They go for it instead of kicking a field goal, and Castle picks it up again with his feet. 10 plays later, it's 4th down again, 4th and 5. They do throw it into the wind, and how is Wes Welker that
He only had over 100 receptions this year. You don't want to cover him.
Oh, my goodness. And then the very next play, Lamont Jordan. Yeah. Touchdown, 2 possessions. That was ball game from there. Patriots win 13-0. The third quarter in Buffalo.
Right.
Still looking for first points of the game.
There you go. Nobody touch you.
Trent Edwards falls short of the first down, and the KG Dick Duran says kick it. Tying the game at 3. Fourth quarter we go. It's a punt.
Another big bounce.
3 minutes to go. Oh, Roscoe Parrish did it.
It's like the second time we've seen this, Roscoe.
Browns have the ball
and hands the Browns the ball
On comes Billy Cundiff from 17 yards away. Set your TiVo, Cundiff family, because here's the go-ahead field goal.
He hits it. Is that all the highlights?
With 23 ticks remaining.
That's all you get.
No, we got one more.
One more?
Yeah, the last play. Trent Edwards. He's a Stanford man. He needs the band on the field.
The band is on the field. This is a nice play, though.
Lee Evans back to Roscoe Parrish. Right here, I thought maybe.
Maybe right here. Flip it.
Not so much.
That's it away. Not so much. On the field.
6-3. The Browns win a game in which they had two completed passes. Two completed passes.
Now, man, and they won.
Jets must get to the 38. Sanchez down, back at the 20-yard line.
Off the edge, you're out there on an
fake punt. Steve Weatherford dives. He was close to the marker, and it looks like he picked up the first down. Thanks, Mike. Here's Jeff Triplett.
After review, the runner is knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line with the ball at the 36.5, short of the line to gain.
Of 12 this season, this a 20-yard attempt. It is good. So the Packers take a 3-0 lead, but the Jets defense, new equipment, 3rd down and 9. Sanchez fires downfield, and it's complete to Holmes. The snap to Brad Smith. Jets start the second quarter with the Wildcat. Smith takes the direct snap, loses the football, and the Packers have recovered. 3rd down and 11. The slant, the contrary, and it was wrestled away. Tramon Williams comes up with the football.
Find somebody open. You've got to bring pressure.
Mason Crosby, Darrell, wide left into the wind. Jets must get to the 30. Sanchez pump fakes, now he throws. Contrary makes the catch. And the kick by Folk is wide to the right. On the 28-yard line, the toss to Tomlinson, and then he hands it off to Contrary, who dropped it, picked it back up, and is tackled at the 20-yard line. Now 2nd down and 18. Sanchez to a wide-open Braylon Edwards. Sanchez looking for Keller, and it's picked off. The kick by Crosby this time is good. Shutout so far today. Sanchez in trouble on 3rd down. He takes off. Now he throws, and the catch is made by Keller. Dustin Keller takes it all the way down to the Green Bay. It's must get to the 27. 4th down and 8. Sanchez throws. Pass intended for Contrary. No flags. 4th down and 11. Sanchez backs away from Matthews. Matthews chasing Sanchez. Sanchez fires downfield off the hands of Braylon Edwards. Packers will take over on downs. 40-yard attempt, Mason Crosby. And it just sneaks through.
Not so good for Charlie Whitehurst.
Well, I mean, it's not his fault. I mean, could somebody block one of the 6 guys that's in the backfield, please? This is a great defensive game, if you ask me.
That was Chris Gokon with the sack. Ball slips out of his hand.
Somebody put a tent.
Put a tent
over this surface. It was the Brill cream from his beard that kind of got in his hands. Maybe that's what it is.
This is 3rd and 7. Maybe he held on to it a little too long. Sacked by T.J. Ward.
Once you get to 1,010, you got to let it go, don't you?
Pete Carroll says take another look at that play. And we take another look, we see the ball clearly comes out before.
Yeah. And I've looked at it for 3 or 4 different times, and I've come to the conclusion that Charlie held it for too long.
That's a good look.
He was 6 out of 14 for 47 yards in the first half. Opening Browns possession, second half, Colt McCoy drifting to his right. Intended for Evan Moore, but picked off by David Hawthorne.
Yeah, I don't like much of this Seattle team, but their defense is pretty darn good. Just saying. Pretty solid defense. You guys both look at me and laugh.
I didn't laugh. This is coming back.
Well, of course it did, because the Seahawks only scored 3 on the day.
Ryan Renard punted to Leon Washington, an apparent 81-yard touchdown. Penalty called. Kennard Cox called for a questionable block in the back on James Dockery.
Oh, you're kidding me!
Questionable, it says. Sets up 1st and 10 on the
Oh, my
Seahawks'
gosh.
45-yard
I
line.
need to see
Very
the
next
driver's
play,
license of the official that called that.
Whitehurst to Sidney Rice, but picked off by Sheldon
Now
Brown.
that was a mugging. That was a flat mugging.
It was an underthrown pass.
Yeah, but still, Sheldon Brown mugged the guy.
Interception led to a 3-and-out. Next Seahawk possession. Whitehurst to Sidney Rice, and this gets to him. He's wide open. 38 yards, setting up 1st and 10 on the Browns' 9.
Just stop, gather yourself, and just keep running.
They led to points. Seahawks-Browns tied at 3.
Not enough.
3rd and 3. Colt McCoy, Alex Smith for 13.
Didn't the Cardinals, and I mean St. Louis Cardinals, score like 16 or 18 in last night's baseball game?
Something like that. 15, yeah. Now with people off the chart.
Fourth quarter, 4 plays later. 1st and 10. McCoy, Monterio Hardesty, 1st down, +6. 16-yard gain led to another field goal. Browns leading 6-3.
Mommy, make it stop.
2 games in a row. Phil Dawson from 24 yards out, blocked by Red Bryant, his second of the game. You ever blocked 2 kicks in a game, Jim?
No.
Setting up the Seahawks 1st and 10 on their own 20. On that possession, Whitehurst to Mike Williams. He was kind of covered.
Yeah, I would say so.
Browns win 6-3, and Charlie Whitehurst would end the game 12 for 30, 97 yards.
First quarter Ravens ball, Ray Rice goes left, 37 yards, would lead to a Justin Tucker 28-yard field goal. Ravens up 3-zip. That might have been the best offensive play of the game. Meanwhile, Jamal Charles getting it done for the Chiefs. Monster first half. Here he goes, up the middle. What ACL injury? Yeah, I'm kind of fine. Yeah, I don't care about Peyton Hillis. Yeah, he's not playing anyway. 25-yard gain. Second quarter for Jamal Charles. More of the same. Here he goes again on the delay. 17 yards. He finished the first half with 125 yards. Game will be tied at halftime, though. 3-3. Ooh, a barn burner for the second half. Third quarter game still tied at 3. First and goal for the Chiefs at the 1. Matt Castle, and he never got the ball. It's fumbled, and Ed Reed scoops it up, runs it 13 yards the other way. Ravens would take it to get a field goal and take a 6-3 lead. Take another look. Matt Castle is yelling after the play, "Hey, I was down." He never really had the ball. You can't say it was down. There's Matt Castle. There are cameras everywhere that show all different angles of plays in the National Football League. Next Chiefs possession, though, down 6-3. Castle looking for Dwayne Bowe. Instead, it's up in the air, and Kerry Williams with the interception. Look at Ed Reed trying to fight him for the ball. Hey, I get the interceptions around here. Ravens get another field goal to go up 9-3. We head to the fourth quarter. Chiefs ball trailing 9-3, 2nd and 10. Matt Castle says, I'm just going to get it to Jamal Charles because that's worked okay so far. Charles takes it 16 yards, but Castle would be hurt on the play. Brady Quinn decides, better start warming up here. Could be my time. Could be go time for Brady Quinn. Watch another look on this. Castle gets hit really hard by Haloti Ngata. He would not return to the game. Ooh, I wouldn't return to the game either. 3 plays later now with Quinn the quarterback. 3rd and 7 from the 49. Quinn says, I'm going to do what I feel like I should do. Throw it to Dwayne Bowe. And Dwayne Bowe breaks tackles. 1st and 10 down at the 31-yard line. 5 plays later now, 3rd and 11 from the Ravens 15. Quinn hits Bowe for the apparent 15-yard touchdown and fantasy points for me. But wait, there is a penalty on the play. It's Brady Quinn's first touchdown pass against Notre Dame. Dexter McCluster gets called for illegal contact on Jimmy Smith. That'll do it for you. Chiefs would have to settle for a Ryan Suckup field goal. They trail 9-6, so Ravens get the ball back, 3rd and 15 from their own 15. Joe Flacco, look at him dive for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Look at Joe Flacco. He is nimble. 3 plays later, 3rd and 1. Ray Rice stuffed, but that second effort gets close enough for the first down. Play would get reviewed by the booth. I don't think he made it, but what I say doesn't matter because he gets it. John Harbaugh gets put in the celebratory wrestling headlock.
Play of the Raider drive. Palmer quickly outside. Good shot. Here, 40 and inside is 49, now 50 consecutive field goals. That's the cream of the crop. Went on 1st and 10. Down he goes. Sacked back at the 10. Coming through was Philip Wheeler. Janikowski right down the middle from 50, and the lead grows to 6-0. And right down the middle. After they just took the timeout. Great time. Right on the screws, caught by Moore. 2nd and 4. Goodson. Johnson. That's what we've got in a 30-yard try by Seabass. Janikowski makes it 12-zip. Palmer had a... Quinn tries on downs with a Giordano stop. 3rd and 8. Arenas is out, by the way, with an ankle. Up the middle. The galloping McFadden with a first down to the 25-yard line. Got it. 41-yarder. Quinn, Hillis with the block. Short.
The Seahawks will manage only 136 yards.
Did you see
points in the first half?
4 and 7. Yeah. East Coast games at 1 o'clock. That tough travel schedule for the Seahawks.
And that was something you talked about all preseason. Yeah. How difficult that is for Seattle.
Played there for 4 years. It's a long trip.
Wilson sacked by Charles Johnson, fumbles, and Johnson also recovers for the Panthers. Still in that second quarter, Russell Wilson trying to get it figured out with offensive coordinator Darrell Bevell. Cam Newton, he can do this awfully well, guys. 11 yards and a first down.
He feels it so well. And then I love, despite that he's 250 pounds, boy knows how to slide and get down.
Well, he's 240-something now because he's slimmed down. He's slimmed down, Cam.
Came back to his second receiver, and it's the veteran Steve Smith.
Well, that's all the offense you got, boys. All right, that's a wrap.
Greg Olson's like, can I
That's a wrap.
Panthers on top 7-3, and the defense still playing well. 2nd and 7. Wilson going to go down again, this time by Charles Godfrey, 13-yard loss.
Absolutely. I think Ron Rivera. Go ahead, Jamie.
No, I was going to say, you fantasy guys, this was my sleeper defense right here. They know how to get after, but watch this little ruckus right here. You're going to see
Frank Alexander and Reno Giacomini. Disqualified.
Yeah,
DQ'd. Just can't do that.
And the funny thing is, you hit the ref in the process, man. Make one mistake, too.
Third quarter, we'll see if the Seahawks offense can get it going. 3rd down and 8.
Look at the pressure the whole time. Carolina did a
look at that play. Doug Baldwin coming back to the ball. First down, gain of 13.
Ron Rivera got his guys to buy into seal the pocket. It's like Bill Belichick. We used to play Michael Vick. Don't worry about getting sacks. Contain the quarterback. Force him to stay in the pocket.
Seahawks need wide receivers to step up minus Percy Harvin. How about Jermaine Kearse?
Nice. What a preseason this youngster had.
Have a big
You know what? Picks right up where he left off.
Wilson 25 out of 33, 320 in spite of that difficult start and the lack of protection. Seahawks on top 12-7. Next drive, D'Angelo Williams. Tony McDaniel going to eventually pounce on that football.
Fumble down the stretch.
Just can't do it. Inside the red zone.
Yeah.
Jamie, you know how it zaps the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, here you are, the last 5 minutes left in the game. Yep. That play right there kills you.
And Pete Carroll, defensive guy at heart on the sidelines, excited, likes that one, and that was one of the huge plays in the game. It wasn't pretty for those Seattle Seahawks, but they do go on the road and win 12-7.
You look at those numbers for D'Angelo, 16.
Patriots offense, quite a few. First quarter, Geno Atkins, 8-yard loss.
Earn that money, right? Big contract for the year. He's a real man in there.
Yes, he is. Tried to run a little play action pass. He slips through. The rest was history.
That's not Geno Atkins there. It's Wallace Gilberry. Another 8-yard loss. Second quarter, LeGarrette Blount's. Watch out from behind right there.
Oh, you just can't do it. Bill Belichick is on the sideline telling him, you're selfish. When you fumble the ball, you're selfish, Dukesy. That's what he tells you.
Carlos Dunlap with the strip. Reggie Nelson recovers. Andy Dalton, how would he do? We like to talk about him a lot on this show, Jamie, don't we?
Yeah.
What's he going to do here?
You're going in right there.
Don't throw it back across. Don't do it.
No. Oh, my gosh.
Brandon Spikes, thank you very much.
I mean, what are you thinking?
Hey, most of the time when you hesitate in the red zone, something bad's going to happen.
Third quarter game all tied at 3. Neither team scored a touchdown in the first half. Brady saw him sacked twice already. We've got to call this one a coverage sack. Couldn't find anybody he liked. Vontaze Burfict, 10-yard sack.
And this kid, Burfict, man, has really been a hidden gem that they found. You know, unfortunately for him, some off-field issues caused his draft status to drop. But, you know, this guy is a real exciting football player.
Giovanni Bernard, he feels things really well. Patient run there, and you see the burst. 28-yard gain. He had 13 carries for 62 yards. Fourth quarter, this is the same drive. 3rd down and 3. Dalton looking for A.J. Green. Got him. That counts as being wide open. And Aqib Talib has been the shutdown, lockdown corner in this business. They had a battle today. Aqib held his own, but A.J. Green made his money today as well.
Yeah, but you can't complain about the effort they had there. You see right there the touchdown, offensive line, one of the best unheralded parts of what they do offensively in Cincinnati.
Now up 13-6, Giovanni Bernard puts the ball on the ground. That's selfish of a Bengal there, Heath. I don't know if Marvin Lewis calls it selfish when they fumble.
He calls it you going to the bench, kid.
Exactly.
That's what he calls it.
Devin McCourty forces the fumble. Gerard Mayo recovers. Brady, play action, time, looking for Aaron Dobson. Terrence Newman there to bat it away.
Yeah, catch it once, though. You got your hands up. Catch it once.
Snatch it, pull it down.
Absolutely. That's your opportunity to play. But, again, having him as your 3rd or 4th corner, that shows you how talented this team is.
What's the biggest theme we've seen so far in these highlights, though? Tom Brady sacked. That's the 4th time we've seen it.
Pressure. And turnover.
Patriots forced to punt there. That was 3rd down and 10. Now 26 seconds left. Brady had time, but Aaron Dobson.
Yeah, that's a wet ball because Dobson's actually open. If Tom could put the mustard on it, he normally would, but that ball obviously was wet, and that was the problem.
Adam Jones with the interception just before it falls to the ground. Tom Brady goes back to the sideline, and he and the Patriots go back to Foxborough with a loss. New England now 4-1, and the Bengals at 3.
Get Mario Manningham back for the first time all year long, and a big run for Gore. 3-yard attempt. That ball's hammered. Great protection, and now Newton flushed out of the pocket. Ahmad Brooks drags him down all the way back to the 8-yard line. And now 12 consecutive games, and that one is partially blocked. And picking up the football and losing the football is Carolina, and the 49ers say they've recovered it. They have.
For a field goal attempt. Big wins for the defense.
43 yards away, and it is good from Dawson. 3rd down, 4-man rush. Newton hangs in there, and it's intercepted. On the far sideline, streaking down is Tremaine Brock, and he is caught from behind. That's 4 interceptions in the last 5 games for Brock. 2 in a game, and from 25 yards out. Makes it 9-0 49ers. Across the middle, and this one on the money to Brandon LaFell, and that's a first down to the 40-yard line. LaFell in the backfield, and they hand it off to D'Angelo Williams. Inside the 15, the 10, the 5, and a touchdown for D'Angelo Williams. 49ers leading 9-7, and Newton sacked all the way back to the 45 by Ahmad Brooks. Good snap, good hold, and Graham Gano this time delivers. A first down conversion to Steve Smith up to the 43-yard line. Kaepernick intercepted by Drayton Florence, and he'll slide down at the 40. And the Carolina Panthers are 23 seconds away from coming to San Francisco and proving to the NFC that they belong among the elite.
51 times coming into Sunday's game. That would continue. Sacked on 3rd and 5. Sacked on 3rd and 13. Sacked on 3rd and 2 by Mario Williams. Next Dolphins possession. Sacked on 3rd and 8. Tannehill sacked 4 times in the first half. Not his finest hour. Second quarter, Bills ball. They lead 3-0. First and goal from the Dolphins 9. And if they're in the red zone, it must be Fred Jackson. Touchdown, Fred Jackson. Bills extend their lead to 10-0. Jackson had a huge day. Spin that ball. Third quarter now, same score. Watch what happens here. Robert Woods blocks Rashad Jones on this play right here. Situation escalates. Woods would throw a punch. Right, boom. Why you would punch a guy wearing a helmet, I have no idea, but Woods does, and he is ejected from the game. See, Des, that's when you leave a game, when you get thrown out and you can't come back on the field. See, Des Bryant learns lessons even when it's not his highlight. Fourth quarter, Dolphins ball. They trail 13-0. Tannehill sacked by Kyle Williams for a loss of 4 yards. He would be injured on the play. Watch it again. His right leg gets caught underneath the body of Kyle Williams, so Matt Moore would come in for the Dolphins. 2 plays later, it's 3rd and 18 from their own 4. Moore looking for Brian Hartline. And Hartline comes down with it for a 50-yard gain. Could the Dolphins get back in this with Matt Moore? They hurry up to the line. Next play, 1st and 10. Matt Moore looking for Charles Clay. Things are happening. Oh. Jim Leonard picks it off, 17-yard return. Fred Jackson, 111 yards rushing on 19 carries. The Bills kick a bunch of field goals and win it, 19-0.
How about the rookie running back from
Auburn?
Listen,
but that was caused by defense.
Absolutely.
Get
Come
a
on,
hand or
Trey.
a hat on the football.
Hold on to the ball, buddy. Had some great games right here. No excuse for this. Just lazy ball security. You can praise the defense, William. That's all Trey's fault.
Rossi Rucker causing the fumble. And Larry Foote recovering. Drew Stanton nearly picked off by Janoris Jenkins here.
It's a great break. Well, it's a missed opportunity of a big play is what it is. You got to come up with those plays. He's a good young corner, but you got to come up. The great ones come up with those plays.
He's still icing up, though.
Speaking of great ones,
low blow.
Larry Fitzgerald, one of the greatest of all time, and this was a milestone moment for Fitz.
Congrats.
The youngest player to 900 career receptions.
All the different quarterbacks.
It's crazy. What would his numbers be?
If Kurt was still there?
Well, if he had just had a steady
one solid quarterback.
Yeah.
Third quarter, Drew Stanton goes down and goes down hard. Aaron Donald sacks him, but you can see Stanton staying on the ground, writhing in pain. It's a knee injury.
Dan, I mean, has there been a more snake-bitten team than the Cardinals this year? It is crazy how many starters they've lost.
Stanton was the backup quarterback. He goes down, and he could be out for a while, having an MRI tomorrow, according to our own Ian Rappaport. So what does that mean? That means in comes Ryan Lindley, a 6th-round pick out of San Diego State, just 4 career starts, 0 touchdown passes, 7 picks in his career. He does find Michael Floyd here for 6 yards, puts the Cardinals in field goal range, and they do get a field goal. As you can see, Stanton carted off the field, so they go up 9-3.
All the throws could have been that easy. Yeah.
Well, this one wasn't that easy.
No.
Nearly picked off by Jenkins.
3rd and 11, he floats it. And this was almost a big turnover at the course of this game. 9-3. But you see.
What's going on here?
Yeah, Bruce
pick
Arians.
up that flag. We didn't need to. Every turnover is already.
The flag fell out of his pocket.
Oh, it fell out of his pocket.
He didn't throw it out there. Watch. Okay. See, right there, Dan, you saw what he said. It fell out of his pocket.
You can read the lips. He got his hand caught in the cookie jar.
We're going to review this one.
Yeah.
Well, the play was reversed. Cardinals forced to punt. So on their next drive, it's 3rd and 4. Lindley looking for John Brown, but it's tipped by Trumaine Johnson.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals forced to punt. That was
great play by Trumaine. He was beat. He really was. He was trying to tip it to his counterpart like the Seattle Seahawks do.
All right, 4th quarter now. Cardinals ball once again on 3rd and 7. This a big completion of John Brown. He only had 4 of them in the game, but this might have been the biggest.
Well, 3rd and 7. He read it properly, got the ball out quick.
They got a field goal. Sean Hill doesn't want a field goal here.
He's struggling to get out of the pocket. Looks terrible. We wanted to run, Dan. 3rd and 1. We wanted them to pound the run, right?
Completely agree. They were on the 1-yard line, so they settled for a field goal, makes it a 12-6 ball game. Lindley and Ted Ginn Jr. for 4 yards, but just shy of the first down there. Cardinals forced to punt again. Rams take over. 3rd and 3. Sean Hill incomplete to Stedman Bailey.
This was huge too. That was 3rd and 3. So this big drop here sets up 4th and 3. And listen, Trey Mason, the Auburn running back, fumbled a minute ago for the Rams. I'm going to give you an Auburn player now, damn. Gerard Powers, big play on 4th and 3.
You had to come back strong.
Well, let's see. I've got to bring it back around. Okay.
So the Cardinals win on the road without scoring a touchdown for the first time since
1-0 in Green Bay, Packers on top. In Arrowhead, Kansas City. Alex Smith.
Surging.
The Jeremy Maclin.
Jason's matched up with Maclin today, too. That was a fun matchup.
Yeah. Second quarter, not a high-scoring affair here from Arrowhead, but Alex Smith going to try to get the scoring started. Nope, there you go. There's your boy, Jason Barrett. He's picked off. Nice play.
They're a bad football team, but he's having a good year. He's going to be a good player for them for a very long time.
312 consecutive pass attempts without an interception. Now the 313th was picked for Alex Smith. A great run of taking care of the football by the Chiefs quarterback comes to an end right there. 3rd and 3, though, as the Chiefs get the ball back. It's Alex Smith doing it on the ground, as boy, we certainly saw last week he can do.
A little bit fired up about that hit he took, too. Yeah, well, I thought that might have been a flag there. He did come flying in, sparing kind of late.
2nd and 4.
How about that?
Albert Wilson. Albert Wilson, 44 yards for the score. Got that a 9-play, 96-yard drive.
Oh, dabbing.
Chiefs on top,
let me try
7.
Oh, he was dabbing. Was that better?
That was better. And spoiler alert for you, that's the only touchdown you're going to see from this highlight.
Let me tell you something about that man right there with that
Derek
5
Johnson.
and that 6 on. He just makes plays.
Hey, DJ, you know what else he was?
What you got?
Individual defensive player pickup this week, Derek Johnson.
Oh, you started him, huh?
Started him. Nice.
That's interesting. Very interesting.
Phillip Rivers trying to get his guys back into it.
Oh,
no,
got his hip into that one. I mean, he put everything he had into that throw. Just hit Floyd in the wrong place.
That could have been the second touchdown of the highlight, but nope, I told you that was the last one.
Yeah, that's the definition of a body drop right there. The bad weather can force you to try to catch the ball differently than what you would normally do.
Next Chiefs possession, bad weather maybe here for Jaleel Adday as he was almost picks off Alex Smith. Kind of goes right through his hands, you're going to see.
Some guys feel like they can grab the ball better without gloves on. Personally, I think that you should wear gloves when it's a wet game. But, hey, I'm retired.
10-3, 3rd and 14. Phillip Rivers going back for Malcolm Floyd. Does he come down with that?
How about that one?
Sure does. 41-yard gain. Down to the Chargers 48. They're still alive. 4th and 3. Phillip got it again. This time it is Javonte Herndon.
They're driving.
Yeah, down to 4th and 10 inside the 40.
They're driving.
Again. This time it's Antonio Gates now inside the 25 of the Chiefs. 4 plays later, Vincent Brown.
They're driving.
Re-signed by the Chargers. Now inside the 5, guys. All right, so here we go. 5 seconds
put
left.
Enough gas in the tank, Rat?
Phillip.
What? There was a flag there. You got to get the ball snapped in there. Oh, my gosh. Delay a game.
2nd and goal. Phillip. What's he got?
You got an incomplete.
Incomplete.
Man, they have had some heartbreak.
Offsides.
They were offsides. They went back 5 more yards.
All right, so they'll give another shot at it. They're not upset with that. 2nd and goal again.
Last
Phillip
play.
Looking for Danny Woodhead. Boy, it looks like he almost had it in and out of his hands. And that's your final. Chiefs 10-3 as the Chargers end a game down there in the red zone as they have a couple of times.
Think about the Steelers. You beat them on that last play with with the Wildcat, I believe. Wasn't that what it was? Le'Veon Bell and the Wildcat second effort. I mean, they've had
Keenum protected. Pass caught. Austin inside the 30. Get the sense that's coming at some point. Drilled by Greg Zuerlein. Tight formation. Pass is caught by Lockett. Everybody bunched near the line of scrimmage except for one, and number 16 is good. 23-yarder is drilled by Hauschka. Tie game. Rams back out. We're showing blitz. Pass is caught for a first down by Richardson. 2nd and 10. Screen for Gurley with blocking. First down and more. Spins his way to the 39. Play action to him now. Keenum wide open. Pass is caught. Kendricks. .6'3", LA on top. Now 2nd down. Play action. Keenum down the sideline. Got a man, Britt. A stunt up front, they get home. Sacked by Frank Clark. Play action with Keenum. Pass for Austin is caught out near the 40. 2nd and 9. Keenum. Sideline. Pass is caught by Britt.
It looks pretty good to me.
Good snap, good hold, and good kick. 2nd and 12, over the middle. Pass is caught. That's Graham, and a big first down.
Affected the defender at all.
The former defensive back. Pass is caught. That's good for a first down. Pressure. Pass. Caught for a first down. Kenny Britt. Keenum is going to suffer a sack, but a flag on it.
Personal foul. Grabbing the face mask. Keeping it. Number 91.
Timeout on the scoreboard, too. Wilson downfield. Pass is caught by Lockett at the 35. Pass to Michael. Michael, ball's out. Ogletree on it. Rams have it.
Going to get away with doing it again here.
He's going to try. No, he's going to back off this time. And a 46-yarder is good. Sowell on the cart. Palmer, he gets enveloped back at the 23-yard line. Cliff Averill. Tyler Lockett is back to run back, get another flag here, and he got a block. The flag is down. The ball is picked up at the 31-yard line, and the tackle is made there at the 27-yard line. Tanner McAvoy came in. Marsh winds up with the football, but it's all about the penalty now. And we are knotted up at 3. 3rd and 10. And Palmer throws, and it is Floyd for an 18-yard gain from 45. High drama again on a kick, and this time the kick by Catanzaro is good. From the 38. Wilson hanging in the pocket, throws open again. This is Graham, and Jimmy Graham having some overtime period. 36 yards to keep the game going. And he does. So each team with a field goal and the next score will win the game. Play action. Palmer deep downfield, and that will be caught at the 50-yard line. A pair to the right. Blitz coming. Palmer hanging in. Fires over the middle. Caught at the 31-yard line by J.J. Nelson. And off he goes. J.J. Nelson to the 5-yard line. 24-yard attempt. Oh, he hits the upright. It's no good. How in the world?
That's the reason. I'm just telling you.
And Wilson fires it to the outside, and Baldwin stays in bounds, and Baldwin takes the ball inside the 10. John Ryan to hold. And he misses it. That's impossible. That is impossible.
I'm telling you, there's something inside his brain about this building.
Woo!
Oh, my goodness gracious.
That could not have happened.
You know what? Maybe this is justice for all concerned.
Oh, man.
Elliott in the backfield, 3 tight ends. The handoff to Ezekiel Elliott, and he will not get there. Vinny Curry leading the charge.
Just like much of the rest of this offense.
Struck it down at 14. Falls under pressure. Fires downfield, and it is picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. Matched up bottom of the screen with Des Bryant. As Prescott throws, and it will be short. 2nd and 10. Off the fake to Elliott. Prescott taken down inside the 5-yard line by Steven Means. 3rd down and 5. Neither team has converted on 3rd down today as Sudfeld is sacked. Back at the 44-yard line. Guess who, Rondé?
Agency. I'd be excited about this team.
Sudfeld under pressure. Down he goes, Anthony Brown, one of those guys we've been talking about. Now 3rd down and 3. Sudfeld stands in the pocket, steps up, Takes off, has a first down, still going. Across the 40 and out of bounds. 42. As Sudfeld hands it off and tackled in the backfield was Smallwood by today with many of the starters not in uniform. As Prescott fires downfield and the catch is made by Bryce Butler, his first reception today.
Missing out on the playoffs. That's disappointing.
We're down in 7. Prescott throws over the middle. Touchdown! Bryce Butler. And he 2 yards. And it's broken up.
That he wants to get the ball downfield. They go to Yeldon again, and Yeldon, or should we Hyde, gets up to the 42-yard line. The ball is loose. The Colts say they all the time. They're down at 8. Luck under pressure, throws on the run, and it's intercepted. DJ Hayden picks it off, and he's knocked out of bounds by Glowinski. And a quick snap and a shovel pass. And that's going to be short of the goal line. What a play by Ngakoue. Ebron in motion. He'll take the handoff, and he is knocked out, and the ball comes loose. What a hit.
Very, very poor.
So now third down. Middle of the field, Dante Moncrief. And Moncrief has a first down and more inside the 25.
Flush.
Here's Lambeau. It'll be a 30-yard field goal attempt. Kessler tries to avoid the rush and eventually is ripped down by Nico Autry before last week's game against the Bills. He's made one field goal today. It's a good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, and a little less than 4. Kessler is hit. He fumbled it. It's loose, and he's able to pull it back in. That was really close, too. Luck looking to throw. He's hit as he's taken down. Flags come in. Ronnie Harrison sacked him. Luck to the outside. Pass is complete to Swope, and he is not out of bounds. The clock will continue to run. 2 seconds, 1 second, that's it. What a day for the Jags defense. What a tackle by Jalen Ramsey to keep him in bounds.
On a third down, nothing. Tried to look and then pitched to Steve Sims, the receiver. To the right, he missed it. Garoppolo tried to throw the football and he'll lose yardage. A sack at the 33 from 45. The kick, it goes the other way. Peterson will not get it. Pressure coming, and it's a Keenum sack inside the 10-yard line. May have an effect on that. Garoppolo is in trouble, and he's going to get sacked. Couldn't get out of this one. Total yards of offense for the 49ers. Garoppolo to throw and open at the 45. And now in Redskin territory. Garoppolo from the pocket. Overthrows, and it's intercepted. Troy Apke, who just came in for the injured Monte Nicholson, returns all the way up. Pressure coming, he has a moment, but he's going to get sacked. Garoppolo floats one wide open at the 41 for a first down. And moving into Redskin territory, Richie James. Snap, hold is good, gold is good. It's today, and a first down inside the 30. Peterson knocked down, the ball is out, and the 49ers have it. Taylor going the other way. Yards away. 9-0 Peterson, and then the fumble by Peterson, and now a fitting sack by the 49er defense. Nick Bosa sailing through.
And Parkey's kick is good and goal. And it's the quarterback semi-draw, and he's not going to make it for Houston. And a fake.
No, that's a good move. Really good move. They're going to pin him down inside the 5.
Smart move. Why risk the field goal? Play action. And Mayfield
Tried to escape, almost did. So here is the kick by Fairbairn, no good. And Mayfield stepping up and kind of sidearms it and completes the pass. And here's Chubb going the other way and going into the end zone. Watson is going to throw off balance, and it's caught by Watson with a pump fake and a pass. Caught for the touchdown. Coming on, Joe Judge. Here is Chubb going outside. One won't go out of bounds, and he doesn't, and he may go all the way. And he does. No flags are down, and Chubb,
he ran out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Linebacker on the inside, keeping an eye on Hill as he throws deep down the field to Callaway, who caught it at the 30. Marquez Callaway, biggest play of the night. Fourth kicker the Saints have used this year. And he hooks that one in. 3rd and 5 for Brady. Pressure on, and they got to him. A sack. Cameron Jordan. And from 35, the former Dallas Cowboy knocks it through. 3rd and 7. 4 rushing Brady, and they got him. And it's Jordan again. Then left, and he missed it. Totally orchestrating. Brady in trouble. Tries to get away. Cannot. Sacked for the 3rd time in the half. And that's Marcus Davenport. 3rd and 10. Hill gets away from Sue. Chased by Pierre-Paul. And Brian Shalinka will get him.
Brady likes to go right there.
Back that way towards Gronkowski. Incomplete. No flag. Plays. Brady. Pressured. Gets out. He's going to run for it again. Jordan forced the fumble. And the Saints recover with Lattimore. In the yard. They'll turn to Jones to get in, and he will not. And check that, it's Vaughn. And Brett Maher. 3rd and 10. Brady late pressure. Brady will go down for the 4th time tonight. David Onyemata. 3rd and 10, 4-down territory, of course. Brady pressured, escapes, and throws to the run. He's intercepted. Gardner Johnson cuts underneath. They've turned Brady over twice. 8 interceptions in these regular season matchups the last 2 years with the Saints.
Kamara, nice move in the backfield to get away from penetration from Hufanga. The ball popping out at the end of the carry, and it'll belong to the San Francisco 49ers.
Words for the coach.
Off the play fake, Garoppolo setting up, open over the middle, caught, and a first down. Brandon Ayuk into Saints territory. Kittle in motion. Garoppolo off the play fake, wants to run. He's not going to get there. It's until halftime. 1st and goal. Garoppolo, late pressure, throws, deflected, and caught! Tyrann Mathieu with the deflection. Jawan Jennings with the touchdown.
That's a win in my book.
Robbie Gould from 46 knocks it through. Dalton will go to the air. Throws it short. Kamara at the 3, at the 2. Ball is out! Ball is out! Caromming around, pinballing around at the 1 yard line. San Francisco's got it. Clock at 2. Dalton gets the shotgun snap. Dalton backside pressure. Bosa got him.
I thought Bosa left a little early.
4th straight win, and about to close out their 4th straight game without allowing a point in the second half, as they will do. And it was this defense, Mark Sanchez, that got it done.
Look at the punch right there.
Jets, and so they decide to go for 3, and he gets it on a 24-yard field goal on a long drive. Wilson, and lofting it up, and he's got him. It's caught by Mims.
And right now they're doing that.
Ty Johnson, 3rd and 3, grabbed and brought down. Briggs her line to tie it. Again aimed left and got it. Jensen the nickel. Crumbling pocket. Sacked for a 3rd time. 44-yard field goal, and the win will push. No good. Fumbling pocket. Here comes Judon. Banged in there as he was hit by Matt Wilson. But Mac Jones is hit. At the 1st and 10, they get by Justin. He's brought down in the middle. That's Clement. 4 earlier in the game and missed it. Let's see what he does here. He misses again.
Mac Jones today.
3rd down, 10. Hit again and sacked again. Huff. 4th and 3. It's Stevenson with the Harris block. Digging and there with the tackle. Mosley on Stevenson. Order into the wind. Zach Wilson. Here they come. Judon. Another sack.
Wilson, don't get too frustrated.
Carter the block, and here comes a sack. After the punt, 1st and 10. Harris the block. Here comes the pressure. Franklin Myers has got him. Play. 3rd and 13. Here comes the pressure. Hit by Wise. Down he goes. 1. Stevens always drilled. What a great defensive play.
Here to get the stop, obviously you want to call the timeout right away.
Wilson. Outside Carter. Redwell brought down Tucker. From the 16-yard line, Marcus Jones. Got a block from Schooler. Here he goes. He's going to try to beat the punter. He does. He's gone. And that is a touchdown.
What? Are you kidding me, Kevin? The way this game has gone, and that's how this thing's going to finish?